Hi everybody, in this video I will be sharing with you guys a few of my new favorites, both beauty and non-beauty, so if you guys are interested, do stick around. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Christina. I do product reviews on luxury beauty, skincare, and makeup. Occasionally I might share a luxury accessory review or a vlog here and there. So if you have not, please press the subscribe button down below and the notification bell beside it so that you can be notified every time I upload a new video. So today, you guys, I'm very excited to do this video because it is not just a first impression or a review of a new launch, which is mostly what my channel has been having, just because there's just a plethora of new launches that are really quite interesting that I wanted to get my hands on and review. But today I thought I would round up the things that have really made my past month, my summer and last August really like products that I gravitated towards and reached for on a daily basis because they're tried and tested and I can highly obviously recommend them. So yeah, I'm always excited to share things that have worked out for me. So here's a few of the products. They're gonna be a mix of all over the place. So I hope you guys grab a drink and a seat because this might take a while. And before I proceed, if you guys have noticed, my hair has gotten darker again. So I went back to my roots. I think my hair is a dark brown, but I don't know if this is darker than usual, but I just decided because for the past 2 years my hair was always like a medium brown, whether I changed the undertone or something, but it was a medium brown. So I haven't had hair this dark in a while, but because during the summer I traveled so much, and then that was the lightest shade of brown I ever had, and I had highlights too. So now that it's growing out and I am planning to grow it quite long, the ends and everything just was starting to look very unhealthy and dry. So I thought, reset my hair back to just my natural roots or my natural color, remove the highlights and just grow it out to the maximum that I can before I chop it off and just make it look really healthy. So that is why. So I'm gonna begin with the products that I've really loved. So let's begin with skincare. There are 3 products that I really enjoyed this summer. I'm gonna begin with, of course, number 1 that I had to use, and I really purchased this one specifically because I wanted something good for my trip and I really enjoyed it. It's the Elta MD UV Daily Broad Spectrum SPF 40. This is the tinted version. Now, this is how it looks, you guys. I actually haven't done a full review of this, but it gives a slight tint. You're not going to get coverage there, and a nice sheen too. What I really like about this, first of all, this is like the Rolls Royce of facial sunscreen. So if you want a good one, this is, I would say, one of the best, if not the best, and only because these were really made by dermatologists for patients that have just undergone surgery. I believe that's what it is. So this is good for all skin types, very good for the skin, and it also works so well under makeup. So if you wear foundation or if you want something with more coverage like I do, it just works so well. It doesn't really leave that much of a, it doesn't leave a white cast, not that I noticed, and there's really not much of a smell. But I think the best part if you're a makeup user is, or you wear makeup every day, is the fact that it plays well under makeup. And I think that's the number 1 thing. That's why this is such a holy grail sunscreen. And you know, it's a moisturizing sunscreen, so it's for normal combination and post-procedure skin. Highly recommend. All the links of the products that I will mention here, you guys, will always be in the link down below in the information box. The next product, this was a surprise to me. This is a drugstore product, but it's by CeraVe. This is the Resurfacing Retinol Serum. I think this came into my radar because I was watching one of the dermatologists, I don't know if it's in TikTok or YouTube, talking about or reviewing like drugstore retinols and high-end. And all of them, quite a bit of them, were saying how good this product is, so I decided to try it, and it actually is really good. It's more like a gel-like transparent kind of color, but it's not harsh on my skin. It almost is like a moisturizer as well. It has niacinamide, so it's 3 essential ceramides and niacinamide. So for me, it's not as harsh as just using a retinol or those scientifically medical grade retinols that you can get either from your dermatologist or just more expensive brands. This is affordable. You can get it anywhere. It's accessible, and I think because of the ceramides and niacinamide, I think it moisturizes as well. It's not as harsh, but I've seen, like, I like the way my skin look, and I did see an improvement in the texture of my skin. Last but not the least, the La Mer Hydrating Infused Emulsion. I use this not as a serum, I use this as a moisturizer, and for summer, for my combination skin, this is just amazing. Also, the glass is not, it's just plastic, so it's not bulky or heavy. I was able to travel around with a full size. It very nourishing, feels amazing on the skin, not too tacky, not too sticky like the original cream. So it's a lot more lightweight, perfect for summer or combination skin. I truly love this and recommend it. Right now I still have quite a bit, and I'm still using it because it's not really that cold yet, but for warmer months, amazing. Okay, the next 2 products are the 2 cream or liquid blushes I've been obsessed with, and I still am. I have it on my cheeks right now, both of them. One is one of the Rare Beauty liquid blushes. This one is, I think this one was a limited edition. I don't know if it's permanent now. It's called Worth, and it almost is like, okay, the Rare Beauty ones I think is the best liquid blushes in the market right now. This is like a beige mauve, but if you can imagine, like, let's say Mood Exposure by Hourglass, this is like the liquid version, just with so much more pigment. Looks amazing. I can skip a bronzer when I use this because it just, for my skin tone, it's just beautiful. The next one is by Refi. I love this. This one I have on the apples of my cheeks. Very similar to Rare Beauty's Worth, but Refi is a bit more, let me show you the color. So it's kind of similar. How do I describe this? Like a peach beige. This is Refi. So I'll put Refi right here. Don't know if you guys can see that. So it's very similar. This is Rare Beauty. Rare Beauty is just a lot more pigmented. But when you use Refi with a brush, like a dense kind of blush brush, it is just so gorgeous on the apples of the cheeks. It looks brightening but still very natural. This was my go-to for like just a natural look, and actually sometimes even to top off my blush when I'm done with my full face, I just put this and it just looks amazing. Okay, for our bronzer or contour, which is very rare because I don't usually, I found myself contouring a bit more again and using highlighter. I'm gonna show you the 2 favorites that I have. I went back to highlighting, but for contour, I really enjoyed the Westman Atelier contour stick in biscuit, which I'm so happy because in the past I never really reached for this. This is such a good product for a quick, just like you wanna give a bit more shape to your face without looking too harsh. It's a very good formula, so it's just very easy to use. It's like a grayish, it's not too brown, so it's not really like a bronzer, but it will really contour your face. So I was finding that I needed that during the summer. For some reason, I just wanted to shape my face a bit more, and because this is so easy to use and it doesn't skip when you put it, so literally after I put foundation, I literally just draw those lines and then just blend it in with a kind of cream blush brush. But I really did enjoy this, and perfect for on-the-go quick contouring, just simple, not overdone contour. Okay, now for highlighting. I stopped for quite a bit. I really have stopped doing the whole full like highlighting and contouring, but for some reason I just went back to slight contouring and then highlighting, and I think it's because of products that I've just launched. These two were definitely not a disappointment, and I'm glad that I was able to get my hands on both. This because it's limited edition, but I believe that this is still available in a lot of places. I will link it down below. And then the Rare Beauty, these beauties are so hard to get your hands on, and I'm so glad I was finally able to get my hands on one, even if it wasn't my first choice, but it was meant to be because it's gorgeous, and I think it's nicer actually than my first choice. So the Rare Beauty, I have it now on the high points of my face, and you can see how gorgeous it looks. And then this one, the Garland, I've been using also all over my face or even my eyes to brighten my eyes. That's what I put in the inner corner now. Gorgeous because it's not too loud. So let me begin with what these are. Actually, I've already been talking about it. This is the Terracotta Luminizer in Cool Ivory 00. I think this was limited during spring. And this is so funny because both of them are cool, and usually I purchase warm or champagne kind of highlighters, but I'm so happy with this. This is the Garland. Yan. This is the Garland highlighter in Cool Rose. This is Rare Beauty, and this, you guys, this is made in Italy. This one is in Mesmerize, which is the cooler pink one, which I don't, this is the last, when it comes to highlighters with all brands, I usually go for warm or golds or yellowish. I hardly go for colors like this, but thank God, even if this was the only, like the last one, this is how it looks. Look how beautiful this is. I have it on my Cupid's bow here, you can see, and it makes my skin look like glass, or like have this beautiful sheen without looking, there is no shimmer or sparkle like little glitters. Okay, I'm gonna put it here. Where should I put it? Here. Look at that. I know it's on top of the blush, but still, you can see how beautiful that is and how different it is. Like this just is like attracts so much light, and because of this, I've been reaching for this now every time I go out, even for dinner, and I love it as a finishing touch. It's like a little exclamation point for the statement of your face. It is just gorgeous, and I get the hype. I really get the hype. This, like Selena Gomez with the highlighter and the liquid blush, like cheers to you, amazing, holy grail. You've really rocked the beauty world with these two products. The next products I'm gonna share are the lip products that I really enjoyed this past, well, quite recently. Okay, number one is Westman Atelier again. I am so happy because you know, when I got all these Westman Atelier stuff, I like them, but I wasn't reaching for them on a daily basis. And then just this summer, like I really saw the value, or like really enjoyed them more. This is the Squeaky Clean Lip Balm. So it's what I have on top of my lipstick right now, which is also a favorite. I love the smell of these, but this, because of the texture, I just really enjoy. This one, the shade that I have is Carson. It's one of the brighter ones, and it's not what I would usually like. Where will I put this? Maybe here. So it looks like it's a purpley mauve, but on the lip, especially if you just want to use a lip balm, it's just a really good splash or pop of color, especially during the summer. But now even during fall, I think it's a good transition lip balm where it's not too pale or just translucent, because I have my Dior lip maximizers and they're so gorgeous. They're still holy grail. I think 001 pink and all the other colors, but they're not as, they don't have as much color as this. But this one, it's not too bright, but it's just a really nice touch of color, and I really like the formula. It really does feel like a lip balm when you're applying it. It's not too sticky where you feel like if the wind blows, your hair and all these things are gonna get stuck in your lip. So highly recommend this. Two other products. One is this Chantecaille Lip Chic in Crocus. This was limited edition from spring. It's a very bright pink, but it's gorgeous, especially during summer. I loved it. I believe some places still have it. This you can use on its own. And the Chantecaille lip cheeks are pigmented, you guys. So it's a bright coral pink, but beautiful on the lip, beautiful to keep on your bag. So I like the Dior lip glows, but those don't really have that much color. This is the only kind of like in between that a lipstick and a lip balm that I really like. And beautiful for brightening up your skin tone. Lawless lipsticks. I thought I was planning to do a full review on this, but because of all the other new products that have just launched, I have not got into it. I don't know if I will still, but this is the Lawless lipsticks are beautiful. They are matte, full pigment, full coverage, and the formula is just good. It feels good on the lip. There's two colors that I like. The one that I'm wearing now is Femme, which is a bit more of a pinky pink beige, and then there's Tropic, which is like a peach beige. So you can see this is Tropic, this is Femme. Tropic is the one I gravitated more towards the summer. Okay, wait. This is Tropic. And this is Femme, which is what I have on my lip right now. Tropic and Femme. Beautiful formula, non-drying, opaque on the first layer, and just feels amazing on the lip. The hype of all of this like is true. It's like mid-range, but really good quality for what you're getting. Highly recommend these. And these first came into my radar through the beauty professor Rachel, and amazing.